Good morning, YouTube. It is a Tuesday morning over here at the farm. It is a cold morning. It's probably not as cold as some people in America right now, but it's pretty chilly to me. It's probably about 35 or so. Had a good little frost on this morning. It's been a few days since we've done any videos. I'm trying to keep y'all out of the sun. So yeah, it's been a few days. It's actually been a couple weeks probably. Reasons being, we've been super busy on everything else. Me working another job, all that good stuff. Plus, I've been forgetting to bring the camera over. My fault. I end up leaving, think I got everything, when I get over here I don't. But wanted to show you guys the work we've got done so far, which is, a little drum roll please, ta-da, the roof's on, guys, yay. So my mill is, for those of you who don't know or new, it's an old Metas manual mill, 50-inch blade. This one is pieced together of two Metas mills that I have. I had two complete sets. One, the carriage and everything was rotted real bad. I was working on redoing the wood. Got a call about another one that was identical to it, but it wasn't on a mobile chassis. So I went and got it. Put the good wood off of the one on the frame of the other. So that's what we have. But I've been working on this this sawmill shed for a while now. All that's left currently is the ridge cap up at the top. I'm gonna try to get you in the shade a little bit so you can see better. Whoop, let me set my coffee down. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay, so I got the old Ford Tractor 3000 sitting in there right now, but yeah, we got the roof on. We done it in a really windy time. It was a little bit hard, and me and Dad helped me a lot. He done basically all the screws on this side. Actually, he did do all the screws on this side and a lot of them on that side. But we got the tin up there, got it in. I put some bracings, some 45s down and around. I'm gonna come back in here and put another one of these all the way around over there. It is 16 feet high from the floor, not from the ground, but from the floor up to the peak. Why did you go so high, Jason? Okay, let me explain. When I put these poles in the ground, I knew they was high. I didn't realize they were that high. I didn't realize it was going to be this tall. I don't know why I didn't realize it. It wasn't in my head. But I'm glad it's this tall now, because if I want to put a second floor in this section over here, I can. Just like a little loft space. Probably won't for a while, but if I decide to, I can. Also, in the summertime, when this place gets hot, and this farm gets hot over here. I worked for, if you haven't seen the videos, go back and see some of the other videos. I worked in the hot sun on this thing, getting this mill set here originally, and getting these poles set up. In the hot of the summer sun, it was 100 degrees plus in the direct sun. Now, I'm not saying in the shade it was that hot, because I think this area only seen triple digits a few times this past summer. But in the direct sun, it's over 100 degrees. So everything's running in the dry. I did leave the load area out, and the reason I left it out is in case I want to extend it or put a longer log or whatever, I can always get my boards off. But it's hard to load a longer log if you don't have the space available. So that's the reason I didn't do the longer span. You can always get the boards or the beams or whatever off and shove them straight out the end and drag them. But, sorry for the lighting, but it's really hard to load if you only got a 16-foot opening and you're trying to load a 20-foot log, you got to shift it to one side and then push the other side. It's really hard. So I left it open. I may put one eventually, put a roof over that half. But as of right now, I'm not going to. I still got my loading deck area I got to build. I still got some flooring I got to finish. I'm going to try to work on some of that today. But another big news thing of today, I just wanted to do a quick update video on this roof. It's nice, so nice to know that this mill's in the dry, the blades in the dry, all that stuff. I do got a lot of cleaning up to do. North Carolina, I was just told today, put out a burn ban. So I'm going to try to stack up a lot of this stuff. I have a little stove. I'm going to just burn a lot of the little kindling type stuff in to get rid of. To clean this up. The rest of it will just be stacked up. I got a few other little building projects I'm going to use for the scrap stuff that's over here off the side. Got to build an outhouse for over here so when we start the house. But I just got a call that the well guy is on his way to take a look at the plot where we're wanting our well, to look at our area and to mark out so that he can be ready to drill the well whenever he's ready. So, lighting. So, I'm waiting on him. After he comes and goes, I probably won't record much today of that type stuff because I don't know how people feel about cameras and stuff. I'm not big on filming other people that come. I mean, it's just, we haven't been doing this YouTube long enough to really get that comfortable. I can talk because, really, I can talk about anybody. My wife can vouch for that. But I got a little project I got to work on an old, it's, I don't know if you can see it down there behind the container. It's the old box bed off of a box truck that I got a hold of, I don't know, 8 months ago or so. I've been using it to just store junk in, that keep it out in the dry. But I tore the door off because it was already falling halfway off. I went ahead and tore the door the rest of the way off. And it had been leaning, but it got worse. It's not satin level for one. I got to level up a little better. It's got a little lean to it, but it's not bad. But the problem is, where the door was at, all the welds have broke around on the corners. So I got to pull it back straight and square and weld those up and put some little metal braces in there. I got some little scrap angle iron I'm going to put in there. I want to get that done just in case we get any wind or snow or ice or anything like that sitting on top of that thing. It don't collapse it completely to one side and just destroy anything that might be inside. I'm going to put probably most of my sawmill stuff in there. Extra dogs, extra blades, teeth, things like that I want in the dry, but where they won't draw moisture because that's an insulated box and it'll be less apt to draw moisture that way. And it'll be out of the way from in here because for the most part, I want to try to keep this relatively clean of parts and tools and stuff like that. I may use it to park the tractor in until I get a hay shed or a tractor shed. I may even use it to put some hay in. I don't know. I don't really want to use it for that, but if I have it on a trailer and I can just back it in here, I'll be fine with that. Probably gonna dig some of this down level, like I say, finish the floor. Got a bunch I want to get done this winter. We want to try to fence the entire property, finish what we started in the back, and go ahead and work it to the front. But that well is huge, so we're hoping for the best on that. We do have access to county water here. It's about a little over 1,000 feet of line to put it in here on the farm. I think it's like 1,200 feet to put it from the road to the house or where we want the house. And I'm not saying we're against that. We just don't really want county water. Our county water here in the county we're in is well water, but it's been still treated. So with that treatment, you get that old chemical taste, and we'd rather have well. So we're taking a big gamble here, and it's literally what it is. I'm not going any deeper than 300 feet. Talked to a few people around abouts. Between 150 to 250 feet is usually the average around this area. Now there is some special places that it's 1,000 feet deep, but for the most part, most of the people I've talked to that has a well close enough here is around 150 to 200 feet. So 300 feet is my max. If we don't hit anything, we're just going to chalk it up to a loss and go ahead and put it in county water, because I can't see keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you still got to pump that right back up out of there. So it's real hard to pull well pumps, put well pumps in, all that stuff. It costs. So other than that, this is a gamble. We've saved up the money. I worked an entire month of overtime at my other job to save up the money. We put back in as a separate thing to go at minimum, or at most, 300 feet. We're hoping, Hannah says, 150 feet, 40 gallon a minute. Praise God if that happens. You know, they say to claim it, but I'll be happy with whatever. Whatever the Lord blesses us with, if that's the case. Either way, we do got access to water here, so we're not super stressed about it. We are just wanting to, we already got septic in here. If you've not seen that video, we did get it. If we can get a well in where we want it, then probably we want to start digging out the basement, or crawl space for the house and the foundation stuff, probably in the next few months. We're using my dad's backhoe, and he really likes to do his heavy digging in the wintertime around here, because the thing, it gets hot quicker. It's an old JCB, and after about 2 or 3 hours worth of work in the sun, or in any kind of heat really, it tends to get hot quick. But he can run it about all day in the wintertime on cold days. And our ground freeze isn't like it is up in Alaska. If you watch some of those videos, those guys got 2 and 3 foot frost depth. Ours ain't but like 8 or 12 inches, I think. I don't even think it's 12 inches. I think it's like 8 inches is all the frost depth is around here at most. So he can dig about all day, no problem with that thing in the wintertime, and do good. Plus, it don't have air conditioner, it's got a cab. So yeah, anybody's running equipment knows how that is in the summertime. So in the wintertime, it's just a little better. But yeah, I've been talking for about 10, 11 minutes, something like that. This is what I got going on. Just want to let you guys know that we did get a roof on the mill. I know I didn't show a lot of that whole process. I didn't show any of the actual tin being put on. A lot of it has to do with forgetting the camera. Plus, my dad was helping me, and he's not big on being on camera. So I'm not going to knock him. I ain't going to turn down help either for it. But yeah, for those of you who want to watch more on the mill, I will have more actually milling. Just got a lot going on right now. I want to try to start milling those poplar logs, and I got a bunch of oak logs that are short sizes but are really nice logs over at our house where we live currently. So I want to start bringing those over. If you're interested in that type of stuff, please stay tuned. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll let you guys know, the ones of you who are curious and want to know how the well situation goes. For those of you who are new, 30 acres, had nothing on it. We're starting from scratch. Go back, watch those other videos. We greatly appreciate it. We're staying pretty steady at like 75, 76 subscribers, I think the last time I looked. I'd really like to hit 100 before the new year. That would be a huge blessing. That would just be awesome to hit 100 before the new year. So, like, subscribe. It don't cost you anything. Just, help us out. Help us hit that goal of 100 subscribers by the new year. I know it don't sound like a lot, but like we've done this the whole year and we ain't even got 100 yet. So 100 subscribers would be wonderful. And go back and watch those other videos, by all means. And anything you want to see, let me know. I'll try. We'll see what we can do. But anyway, this is some of the lumber it was cut off of this mill. It's all kind of mixed thatched up because we was throwing it off quick. Anyway, thanks. See y'all guys on the next one. I'm hoping to hear from the well guy soon, so I'm going to cut it a little short. See you guys. God bless.